Hello there. My name is Bill, and I know stuff. Some of that stuff is even useful, like what I know about Oculus controller drift. If your Oculus controller drift is related to your thumbstick, this might help you out. If it does, please subscribe to the channel and hit that like button. Both will recommend me to a wider audience. Thank you very much. Hope this helps.
My Oculus controller has gotten to the point where even spraying it on the contact cleaner out here a little bit is not doing the job. I've got a drift that I cannot get rid of. It just pulls hard to the right no matter what I do. So I am going to try and see if I can get in there a little bit better. I know that this cap right here where my thumb's on actually covers up the mechanism inside that goes left, right, and lets you control things. I'm hoping that maybe if I open that up, I can clean that a little bit. I don't have to take this all apart to get there. I do have to remove this black plate. So to do that, you just have to pry it off on there. You got to do it carefully. Now mine has been on and off a bunch. All right, so when if this is the first time you try it, there'll be some like little black sticky stuff in there that's supposed to help hold this down. You can just pry it off gently. I wouldn't jam anything in there. I would just take it off, get it between the lip, and gradually work it up. And you can get it off there. And then this cap right here is on the transducer. And what we want to do, I hope, now I haven't done this before, and if it all goes wrong, you'll never see the video anyway, but I'm going to go ahead and just pull the cap off. I'm going to pull it, yep, came right off. And if you look at it, it's got a little flat sides on a couple of them in there, and then there's the mechanism that goes in and out. Now, I don't know how well I'll be able to show you this up close and personal, but if you look at it, you'll see that this thing is made to move. Okay, and basically goes up and down, left and right, typically. And it rides inside, and that's what controls that. What I'm hoping to do is take a look at that. I may just blow it out with some air, hit a little contact cleaner down inside there, and hopefully get that. But I am going to look at it up under a microscope, not a microscope, a magnifier to start with. So as I looked at this thing up under the magnifier, I can see up in there, I'm guessing that this spring looking deal on the outside is actually some sort of capacitive contact. So that's kind of where how it knows when your thumb is close by. But if you look down inside, you can see there's some white looking residue. That might be the remains of contact cleaner, could be dead skin. Could just be wear and tear from a year and a half's worth of me beating on this controller, a couple hours every day. That's a lot of time. I am going to get in there. I'm going to try and clean it. We'll try and blow it out and see what happens with that first. So I just have a can of compressed air. You want to make sure it's good for electronics. It doesn't have a lot of residue in it. We're just going to try and move it from side to side a little bit, blow some air in there. I'm going to take it from one side to the other and try to hold it out and then blow in there. And then I'm going to take a look at it and up under the magnifier and see if that's any better. So after looking at this up under the magnifier that I have, I can see that the white, and I went and got a very soft bristle paintbrush, and what I did was I cleaned down up inside of there, tried to get any residue I saw off, and I've cleaned most of that I can see off. And I am going to go ahead and not spray anything to start with and just see if that helps out with anything. It's harder to see up under here, but so, and I've cleaned that off. I'm going to give it a try. We'll see what happens. All right, I'm back. I just cleaning it out didn't have any effect. It's still acting up. I could just move it around like that, and I hear the thing activating. So my next option is I'm going to go ahead and spray some contact cleaner. I'm going to get it on around there and then work it around. I want to try to get it up inside and work that around a little bit because that's probably where it really needs to get, and hopefully that'll clean it out. So I'm just going to get two little squirts in there on each side, and then I'm going to work it particularly back and forth and up and down. All right, now that I've done that, I'm just going to let it sit for a couple of minutes, dry out, and then I will try it again. All right, I'm back. I just got done checking my controller after spraying the contact cleaner directly down into the transducer, and it is working great. It really is. I put it in, let it dry. I think maybe that is what I should have been doing all along, and right now it's working really good. To recap this whole thing, really quick, and you're going to pop this off. Remember, there's some black stuff in there. It's not glue per se, but it's supposed to keep this from coming loose. Get that off carefully. Then you're going to pull this cap off and go with that. All right, clean it out. You can blow it out. I would also still recommend using a clean fine tip brush to get things out there, because even after I blew it, I still had residue that I looked like it was sticking, and the brush took care of that. And then I hit it with the contact cleaner, and after I let it dry a little bit, and I went and checked it, and everything's working much better. I hope this will last a good long time. We'll find out. I'll keep an update in the comments if anything else happens. Now I'm going to put this all back together. So the easiest thing is to just make sure those pieces are lined up. I can't see it with the camera with my eyes, so I'm going to have to look under the magnifier. Once you find it, there's two flat sides on it. It'll line right up. Just take it and push down on it just like you're doing the trigger. You don't have to push super hard. It'll get stuck right on there like it was before. Then you're just going to line the cap back up. It'll only go down in one spot. Make sure you're not depressing anything, and just work it back down. It'll just should easily press back into place. And you can throw your battery back in. Oop, might want to put it in the right way. Side, and your controller should be good to go. Take care. Y'all be good.